Hi guys, if you are looking for some inspiration this Halloween, stay tuned and you can see how you can turn yourself into this glamorous Chucky.
Screams and moans, bats and bones, teenage monsters in haunted homes. The ghost on the stair, the vampires bite. Better beware, there's a full moon tonight.
Hi guys, I'm Laura and I'm here with Acmu and I'm going to show you how to create a glamorous Chucky look for Halloween. So I'll start. I'm going to use just a glue stick, it's a purple glue stick. This is just to block out one of my eyebrows because Chucky has a weird funny eye. So if I block out my eyebrow, it means I can get a flatter surface for the eye. Probably could do it a bit nearer, but Chucky looks a bit crazy, so I won't mind. There. So like that, if you can see that. And the next bit, Chucky has loads of scars on his face. You could just, I'm going to paint some on as well, but I use a sculpt gel as well. So it's got 3 different components and you just mix them all together and it just creates a kind of, not silicone, but kind of something like silicone. So it's just a bit easier to work with rather than, and it just gives it more texture and stuff. But you just need to mix equal parts. I don't know, I'll show you what I'm doing so you can see. And it just means your scars stick out a bit more. It makes them look a bit more real. Nice and gory. There's a third component and that just makes it a bit more easy to work with. A bit more pliable, is that the word? I'm just doing it in the top of a lid from something else, but not very professional. But and then just start to work your product where you want your scars to be. If you can remember where Chucky's scars are, I think I can. And then just take kind of pointy end and just make it, and then just let it sit for a wee bit and then just move on to the next one. And then he's got one coming here on the chin. There. So I think that's him for his scars. So to help them set, I would probably go in with a wee bit of translucent powder just to kind of take the stickiness away, and it just helps you paint them a bit more better and helps them just take the shiny away, and then they look more real, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's better. So the next bit is Chucky has one side's kind of normal and the other side's not. So I'll do the normal side first. For the normal side of Chucky, I'm really just going to do an eyebrow, a quick eyeshadow and a lash because it's kind of glamorous. I like to be spooky, but I suppose you've got to be a bit glam as well when it's Halloween. You don't want to be too crazy. Well, you can, but I like to kind of put my own spin on it. And obviously I'm going in with this dark brown eyebrow pencil, but Chucky obviously has ginger hair, so I'm going to go over it with a kind of orange, a liquid lipstick, just to make it look more like Chucky and not like me. So I have a wee mini orange kind of lipstick, which is quite cool for Halloween, perfect colour. And then I'm just going to go in with a wee thin liner brush and just flick it in so that it just looks like I've got ginger eyebrows. And let's hope it doesn't make my eyebrows ginger. So this is probably definitely what I'm going to go with at Halloween. It's been fun to make it, so I think it's quite a good one to go. Right, so that's my one ginger eyebrow, looking lovely at the moment. And I'm just going to get a wee cotton pad. I just like to keep wiping this brush because I use this brush quite a lot, so I just don't want to get orange where I don't want it to go. And then I'm just going to go in with a wee bit of concealer. And then this will just, oh, this is Jeffree Star's concealer, by the way. That's amazing. And it's a great base for your eyeshadows. So I'm really just going to quickly carve out that brow just to make it perfect at the bottom. Not that Chucky's brow would be perfect, but we can have a perfect brow. And I'll just use my finger just to blend it out. And it just gives you a nice base to work with for your eyeshadows to go on. Helps them go and blend a bit better. And we can tidy that up, obviously, once we're finished. There we go. So, for his normal eye, or our glamorous eye, I'm going to use another Jeffree Star product. So this is my favourite palette ever invented. So obviously, probably use that kind of colour, because he's ginger. I'm going with the ginger theme. I'm sticking with the ginger. So I'll just get a wee flat kind of brush. I'll just go in with probably a kind of neutral tone first, just to kind of give me like a base to work on. We don't want to go too glamorous, but I still like a wee bit of glam in the Halloween looks. So just blend that out. Take another wee fluffy brush and just blend it. And this is the nice orange colour. It's really, really pigmented. It's a dead pumpkin orange, so this is perfect for what we need it for. And just blend it. Obviously, if you were doing this for every day, you would make it perfect, but we don't need it to be perfect for Chucky. A wee bit there, because this orange is just amazing. I feel like I could wear this every day if I could. Right, so I think that looks okay. And for me, eyeliner is a must in every look. But I'm not going to go crazy. But I still need to put Chucky still needs some eyeliner. Let's be serious. So I'm just going in with my wee flat liner brush, which is my favourite brush. And as I said, I use it a lot. It's just so you can get into loads of wee nooks and crannies with it. It's great. Don't actually know where it's from though. Probably Beauty Bay. I know, I'm a perfectionist. Yeah, that looks not too bad. and I always put a lash on because why not? I don't know if Chucky wears false lashes, but this one does. Just one though, so. These are peaches and cream lashes. These are amazing. My favourite eyelashes. And excuse my eyelash glue, but when I squeeze it, it comes out not for the top, but for the side. So, and I just pop it on like that. Just a wee bit and let it dry. There we go. So that I run it out the way. Just let this dry a bit. Yeah, so that's kind of like the glamorous side of the moment, glam-ish. And then I probably will just quickly just put a bit of foundation on, really just to even everything. And obviously pop it over your scars that you made, and then it just helps them to blend in. That's me just going in with my concealer again. And then just a bit of foundation, and it just helps, it makes the scars look like they're actually part of your skin. But that's the beauty of that, the, what's that called? Sculpt gel. That's really good. And just pop a bit over your eyebrow as well that you glued down, because then it just kind of helps it to disappear. Not completely, I've got really dark eyebrows, so I struggle to cover my eyebrows because they're so dark, they shine through everything. Just get your wee beauty blender and just blend everything in, and then it just helps you look a bit fresher. This side I'm not too bothered about with concealer and stuff, because obviously this is going to be the crazy side. So with your eyebrow, just dab it, and as you can see it's still there a bit, but I'll cover it with some paint and stuff, because that's Chucky's kind of strange eye, so I will cover it eventually. Okay, a bit more. Just for this one. And this sculpt gel, it lasts long, so obviously if you're going out into parties, or it's actually really quite good if you're dressing up and going out, because it does last. The heat doesn't really affect it too much, unless obviously you're out for hours, but it's actually, sometimes latex and stuff I find can eventually come up with the heat and the lights and stuff, it can eventually come off itself if you're sweating. But this stuff seems to be quite resilient. Right, so that'll do. We don't need it to be perfect, because we're going to jazz up anyway. So Chucky's eye it's like a kind of red and black. I don't know what is going on really with it, but so I'm going to go in, it's another wee mini, it's a red liquid lipstick. I just find these easier to use than paints sometimes. Sometimes I feel like paints are too much effort for me. Whereas these, just get my wee flat liner brush again, and I'm just going to go for it. And just paint this eye totally. And as you see, I'm going to go over my eyebrow a bit, just to kind of help cover it up. I just start to kind of, I've looked at a lot of pictures of Chucky recently, so I'm kind of know what he looks like off by heart, kind of. So he's got a lot of weird wee bits that come out here. It's just a weird eye. I don't really know why it's like this, but this wee brush is just brilliant for as well, like fine lines and like the details that you want. So that's what I'm just going to do. I'm just going to flick them out a bit. Just make it as close to his eyes as possible. Get a wee bit more, and then I'm going to go in with a black shadow just to give it a bit of definition and just make it look a bit weird. I've got another Jeffree Star palette, the beauty killer one, and it's amazing. So I'm going to use the black out of that one because it's so pigmented. It's the blackest of the black, which is what we need for Halloween. Right, and it's got that sparkle in it, so there you go. Best of both worlds. And that's the only problem with this black eyeshadow, is it gets everywhere. And it is black. Right, so I would then just go in with a wee bit of black eyeliner just to fill in any wee gaps, just to make it a bit tidier, just quickly. And then where you've made your lines, like the kind of veins coming out, I would just kind of go over them with a bit of black as well, because it just gives a bit of definition. It looks 3D, like not totally flat on your face, because you want it to stand out and look real, real as possible. I think that looks like Chucky's eye, I think. I remember correctly. So next we'll do the scars, the best bit. Although Chucky doesn't seem to have very bloody scars. They seem to be quite old, as if they've been there for a while, but you can obviously add blood if you wanted to. It's totally up to you, but I'm probably going to try and keep it just a minimum. Not go too crazy. So I'm going in with that wee flat liner, and this is a bruise wheel. So you've got your reds and obviously your greens and that, but we're just going to use like your fresh kind of red and then your more kind of older bloody red. So I usually just mix the two together. I think they're perfect. And then just fill in the wee scars that you created. And you can see your sculpt gel just gives you, it just adds something, just some depth. And then that wee bit on your nose. I think as well when you put your sculpt gel on, if it's not perfect, it's better, because obviously scars are never going to be perfectly cut open. And then I usually as well just extend them if you feel like you've not made them long enough. Just use the same brush in the same colours and just bring it to where you need it to be. And then obviously round about your scars, you want to make kind of the skin look a bit inflamed, because obviously if you did have these real scars, it would be sore, so I can imagine your skin would be quite red. So I usually just take the same colours that I use and just kind of dab them. Just not too much, because you don't want to go crazy. But I usually just put a wee bit on my finger, my middle finger, and then with my ring finger just dab it a wee bit. And then the next fun part is adding staples. That's my favourite part, because a lot of Chucky's scars are, I think he's tried to staple them back together. That's not quite worked out for him, but it adds a good effect. And then I really would go in again with the black just for definition, because you just want your scars to look deep and as if they're right cut into the skin. Not too much black, you don't want it to be overkill, but and just any other wee bits you see, just blend them out. And then we'll get our staples, and I would just probably use your eyelash glue just to stick the staples on, because it's probably, you could use latex, but Your eyelash glue would be fine, I think. Just dab a wee bit on each end. Get your tweezers and just stick it wherever you think you need it, and just hold it for a couple of seconds, like so. And then I'll probably just do one more, obviously, to show you, and then I'll draw someone, and that'll be us. Almost ready to go. Some glue on the ends, and just pick where you want them to go. Probably one up here. Obviously your staples, if you're going out, your staples will fall off, probably, but it adds to the effect, and as long as you get some pictures with them in, that's all that matters. I'm just going to go in with my black and my wee liner and just paint some stitches on. So that's your scars, but you could add more, less, just depending on what you fancied. I quite like it. The more the better for me, but it's just whatever. So the stitches that you painted on with your black liner, for me personally, I would just go in with a white paint, and this is really just to highlight your stitches, again, just to make them realistic, stand out. For me, Halloween makeup, it's about as realistic as you can make it, I think. So just where your black line is, just a wee bit of white on each of them. Right, and that is basically us. Just need a bit of lipstick, because obviously we need lipstick. It doesn't matter who you are, you need lipstick. And a bit of mascara, just to blend in your lashes. Oh, and actually, that's what I was going to do as well. Chucky has got kind of freckles, so I was just going to put a wee bit. I have freckles anyway, but they're not as good as Chucky's. But I'd probably just take your eyebrow pencil, dab, and then just take your finger and just blend them out. And you just look cute. Cute and psycho at the same time. And then a wee bit of lipstick. And then I think that is you good to go. Jeffree Star, again, I'm completely obsessed. I know, that's a problem. And there you go. And next is just your costume, and we're ready to go. So this is your Chucky look, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. And be sure to follow and subscribe ACMU and give me a like, a thumbs up, and I hope you enjoyed it. Happy Halloween!